Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this ginger color unit on my wig. Right now I'm just showing you guys the construction of it, which I do have a video out on how I construct my wigs on the sewing machine. So I definitely put it in the cards above as well as in the description. So guys should definitely go check it out. So all I used was the L'Oreal Quick Blue Bleach, the Salon Care 30 volume developer, and then the colors I used were cinnamon and French cognac. The first process of doing watercolor is lifting the hair if the hair is not already a 613 color. For this particular look, I didn't need to go too light. I just went up to a level 6, which at level 6 the dominant color is like basically like an orange, which is what we're going for. So I didn't need it to be like super light. So for this I think I used about like 4 scoops of lightener, and then I poured my developer in there. The first time I did lighten this twice because I think something is wrong with my lightener. Like I think it's like a bad batch, because even when I try to bleach knots, like when I put developer in there, I still see clumps, and I use a whisk and everything, like even a smaller whisk than what you see in this video. So definitely pay attention to the expiration date. You know, sometimes these beauty supply stores do not be throwing out expired items, so definitely pay attention to that. And then for this, I am going to be putting a little bit of water, not a lot, a little bit. Just kind of like a corner worth of water in my bucket, and then I'm going to be mixing that to smooth everything out. So once I have that mix, I did wet my wig a little bit. Just get it damp. You don't want it to be drenched or anything. And once you have your wig kind of damp, I just wringed out the extra water, and then I started to dip my wig in there. You want to make sure every hair strand is covered. So if you need to use a comb, I just use this little shampoo comb, and I comb through my wig very thoroughly just to make sure, like I said, every hair strand was covered. Also, coming through will help make sure everything is distribute evenly. You don't want like blotchiness or certain spots not lifting evenly with the rest of them. So yeah, even go up to where your track is and comb through that. So once I'm done, you can put foil on top. I just put the lid just to kind of keep the heat together. So after about 20 minutes, I did check on it, and I just combed through it again just to make sure everything was distributed evenly. So after about 40 minutes, I did just, it's like, okay, let me just do a new batch So it wasn't lifting to like the level that I wanted to as quickly as I wanted to. So I just went on and did a new batch. So I did the process again, had about 3 to 4 scoops of bleach, and then I used the rest of my developer, and then again a little bit of water. And then I submerged everything, make sure everything was evenly coated, and I combed through it. And this time I actually let it sit on for about an hour. So once I let it sit for another hour, I did shampoo it out. I'm using my neutralizing shampoo, and this should just help stop the bleach from activating furthermore. You can find this at like the beauty supply store as well. So after letting it air dry overnight, this is the color that we got. It is very brassy, very orange, but that's okay because that is the color that we kind of want. Just a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more depth to it. So for the watercolor method, again, we're using the colors cinnamon and French cognac. I did a 1 to a half ratio. So I used a whole bottle of cinnamon and then a half a bottle of cognac. Now to protect my knots, I saw this method on TikTok. Before I used to just use Got2b, but I saw someone actually putting like conditioner or silicone mix on their knots, and this is just going to help protect my knots from turning that color. Now I would say try not to push the conditioner into the lace because it will seep onto the hair, and then if the hair is coated with the conditioner, it's not going to get colored, if that makes sense. So just make sure you're pressing this in very lightly. I did notice that the first time I dipped my hair, so just keep that in mind. So now I'm going in with a whole bottle of cinnamon and then a half a bottle of cognac. And whenever you're mixing this, you want to make sure you get all the clumps out. So definitely use like a clear container so you guys can see everything. I know this color is kind of dark, but just mix for like a few minutes just to ensure that everything is mixed very thoroughly. Now you can use French cognac by itself. I just didn't want mine to be too orange, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be kind of on the darker side. It's really honestly up to you what kind of shade you want. If you want to be more orange, of course add more French cognac. If you want to be more of like that brown cinnamon color, add less French cognac, like maybe like a 1 to 25% use of the French cognac. So after this, I realized that I'm gonna have to dip it again. So I had to go buy another bottle of cinnamon because I had enough of French cognac. So I went to go buy another bottle of cinnamon, and while I was going, I did let my knots sit with blue shampoo because blue cancels out orange, not purple, not nothing else. Blue cancels out orange. So I used the Matrix Brass Off shampoo, and I let that sit while I was gone. This time I still kept that 1 to half ratio. I just cut that in half because I didn't want to use a lot of it because it was already colored. I just wanted to be a little bit more detailed, if that makes sense. So I used a half a bottle of cinnamon and then 25% or 1/4 of the bottle of French cognac. And then I got to dipping again. I did secure my knots with the silicone mitt, so yeah, I'm just covering up any areas that I feel like needs to be covered, which was mostly where the silicone mix seeped through. So after I'm done, this is what it looks like with the ring light on, and this is what it looks like in natural lighting, which is kind of coming from the side, but this is what it looks like in natural lighting. So all I did was just blow dry this hair straight, and I just flat ironed it straight, and I added some layers to the front, kind of giving it a more of a 90s vibe. I forgot to mention that I did add a clear gloss on top by the same brand Adore Me. It's called Crystal Clear. This just adds a nice little shine to it. This is the finished result. It's so pretty, so perfect for the summertime. I definitely want to keep this unit for myself, but I'll probably just recreate it closer to my birthday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and definitely give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, if you guys want to see more coloring videos, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.